morning everyone. How are you? Hope you all are fine at your place. Now I am again here with my third video, that is the part third video of Adobe Photoshop CS5. Okay. So here in this video we are going to learn about the practical use of tools one by one. Okay. So for further practical work we will move to our Photoshop CS5 screen. Okay. So students, this one is our third video of Photoshop. In this video, we are going to learn about the operations performed by the tool. So here at first we will know how to open the Photoshop. Okay. So to open the Photoshop, just click on the start bar, and from here you have to click on the all programs option, and then you have to go to the Adobe Photoshop CS5. Okay. So after opening the Photoshop, you will see a screen and it will take few seconds to open. Okay, so let me wait to open it. Okay, now you have seen the Adobe Photoshop CS5 window here. Here the first bar is called the application bar or the menu bar. This one is called the option bar. Here this one is the tool panel, and these are the palettes. Okay. So these are the minimize, maximize and the cross button. So here at first we will learn how to create a new file. So to create a new file, firstly we have to click on the file option, and then here we will click on the new option, that is Ctrl plus N. Okay. Then a dialog box will appear on your screen. From here you have to write the name of your file. So if I suppose I want to save my file with Anu. Okay, Anu1, and with the preset option you have to select the size of your document, like US paper, international paper, the photo. So I have to select here the default Photoshop size. Okay, from these menus you can select the height, width. You can also change it in the form of pixels, inches, points, at all. Okay, so I can select the pixels here. The width and the height is 1000 by 1000. Okay, you can set it according to yourself, and you can select the background contents also, and then click OK. So this one is your page, or this one is your work area from where you can start the work. Okay, so now the next thing is how to save a file. To save a file, just click on the file option, and from here you have to select the save as option, like Ctrl plus Shift plus S is the shortcut key to save a file. Okay, here you have to select the destination where you want to save your file. Suppose if I want to save my file in the desktop, then I can select the desktop destination, and here I can write the name of my file and then click on the save button. Hope so you can understand this. Now next we will move to the using Photoshop tools. Okay, so at first we will discuss about the toolbar. Here this one is called the toolbar. If you click on the arrow, then it will convert into the single column, and if you again click on this, then it will convert into the double column toolbar. Okay, so at first we will learn about the selection tool. So what are the selection tools? Selection tools are used to select the entire part or the image to perform the editing in it. Okay, here some of the selection tools are: number one, the mark you tool. Here this one is the selection tool. So number first is the mark you tool. Mark you tool provides various options to select the area of an image. We have four types of mark you tool. If we click on this small arrow, okay, then we can see we have the four marquee tools. Number one, rectangular marquee tool, elliptical marquee tool, single row marquee tool, and single column marquee tool. Okay, so to perform the operations of these tools, firstly we have to open a file. So to open any existing file or to open any image, first we have to click on the file option, then I have to choose the open, and from here I have select the any of the image on which I want to perform the operation. Suppose I want to open this image, then I will select this and click the open option. Okay, to increase the size of the image you can press the Ctrl plus plus. it will increase the size of your image. Okay, so firstly we have to check the rectangular marquee tool. Okay, just click on the rectangular marquee tool. By selecting this tool, we can see the selection in the rectangular format or the square format. Okay, like this. If we want to select the image in the form of the rectangle, then we will select the rectangular marquee tool. Okay, by using the move tool, this one is the move tool, we can select or we can move our images. Okay, hope you all are clear with the rectangular selection. Now the next selection is elliptical marquee tool. Okay, so the elliptical marquee tool is used to select the portion of image in the rectangular or in the elliptical form. Okay, suppose I want to select this part in the form of the ellipse or in the form of the circle, then I will use the elliptical marquee tool like this. Okay, then the next tool is single row. If I want to select in the form of the single row, then I will use the single row selection tool, and if I want to select in the form of single column marquee tool, then it will select your image in column. Okay, so this one is the move tool, which is used to move a selected portion of the image from one side to another side. Okay, now we will learn about the lasso tool. So what a lasso tool is? A lasso tool is used for the free hand selection. Means if you want to select anything in your image by the free hand, then you will use the lasso tool. Okay, or a freehand selection can be done by using the lasso tool. It can have various modes, like number 1, lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, and magnetic lasso tool. Okay, so lasso tool is used in various modes like polygonal and magnetic also. It helps us to quickly select the image along its edges. Okay, so at first we will select the lasso tool. Just like if you want to select this portion of the image, then you will use the lasso tool like this. Okay, if I want to select this, then I will use the lasso tool. Okay, by using the move tool, I will move it around the page wherever I want to put it. Okay, now the next is polygonal lasso tool. Polygonal lasso tool helps to quickly select the area of the image with straight edges. It means it is not just like the freehand selection, but it can select the area of the image in the straight edges like this. Suppose if you want to select the image portion, then it will just look like this. Okay, means it form a polygonal. Okay, and if you want to again move it, then you will use the move tool like this. Okay, hope you all are clear with this. The next is magnetic lasso tool. So a magnetic lasso tool allows to quickly select the image parts with the complex edges. Means if we want to select the complex edges, then we will use the magnetic lasso tool like this. This is the flower. If I want to select the image, it will just like a sticker like this. You can only select the selected image or the complex edges by using this. Here you can see how finally we can select the flower. Okay, else crop tool. So the crop tool is the tool that is used to remove the area of an image, or you can also say that if you want to remove the unwanted area from your image, then you can use the crop tool. So here this one is your crop tool. Just select here, then you have select the crop tool from here and select the portion of the image which is unwanted. Okay, now like this. Here you can just right click on the image and select the crop option. Now you have seen your image is cropped now. Okay, hope you all are clear with the crop tool. Now the next tool is painting tool. So what is a painting tool? A painting tool like brush tool, pencil tool, gradient tool, color replacement tool, these are the various painting tools. These are used to fill the colors in the image. Means if we want to fill the color in the image, then we can use these painting tools like brush tool, pencil tool, color replacement tool and mixer brush tool. Okay, so let us discuss some of the commonly used painting tools. Number 1, brush tool. Here this one is the brush tool. This tool is used to apply a smooth and soft brush stroke of the selected color on the image. Okay, so we will follow these steps to use this. Select the brush tool from the tool panel. So this one is the tool panel and we have to select the brush tool from here. Now select the foreground color from the color with the help of color picker. Okay, so now we have to select the foreground color. Suppose I want to select the blue color, then I have to click here and click OK option. Okay, so like this you can paint your image or you can paint the shape. Okay, so students, this is all about today's presentation. If you have any doubt, any query related to the video, then you can contact me or drop a message in the drop box. Thank you. Have a nice day.